Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Julia Wiegand. We start tonight in the greater Hazleton area, where a state grant's being sought to replace traffic signals at a busy intersection involving both Hazleton and Hazel Township. Officials and supervisors are working together to secure an automated red light enforcement grant for the traffic signals at North Church and 22nd Streets. The light borders Hazleton and Hazel Township. Resolutions were adopted by both to apply for the grant. The current signals at the intersection are nearly 20 years old, and both municipalities split the maintenance cost equally. It will take a few months until officials are notified if funding is granted to replace the lights. Schuylkill County Commissioners approved the termination of 2 prison guards after a special county prison board meeting last week. County Prison Lieutenant Philip Chatton and Corrections Officer Nicole Conway were let go from their positions. They're the most recent guards to be fired from the prison since last year. In January, the board fired a full-time officer, and back in December, the board terminated a part-time officer. 2 full-time guards were also fired in early 2019. Commissioners recently approved the resignations of corrections officers Jennifer Cristofoli and Jeffrey Moyer, which took effect earlier this month. Now, 3 openings exist for full-time officers and 10 for part-timers. Schuylkill County Prison employs 45 full-time officers and 15 part-time when the facility is fully staffed. A Wilkes-Barre official was recently cited with a count of public drunkenness. Now, according to police, City Controller Darren Snyder was stopped by officers in the area of West Union and North Main Streets February 9th. The 43-year-old was standing in the roadway and was allegedly under the influence. Snyder was taken into custody and cited with public drunkenness. He entered a not guilty plea and has a summary trial scheduled for March 12th. The public's being urged to keep an eye out for mail theft after incidents that have been reported in Tamaqua and Beaver Meadows. The most recent took place in the borough of Beaver Meadows. A resident told police she placed her bills that included payment checks in her curbside mailbox the evening of February 2nd. She stated the checks were gone the next morning and assumed the mail carrier came early. She was later informed a man using the name of Delvis Hernandez forged one of her checks made out for PP&L, withdrawing $1,500 from her bank account. The mail theft incident is currently being investigated by police in Beaver Meadows. The suspect in the case used a false name, and it's unknown at this time where he cashed those stolen checks. Hanover Township Police are searching for a man wanted on assault charges. An arrest warrant was issued for 41-year-old Bernard Nelson. Nelson was allegedly involved in an incident on Fellows Avenue Friday evening. He was charged with aggravated assault, simple assault, harassment, and making terroristic threats. If anyone has information on Nelson's whereabouts, they're being asked to contact Hanover Township Police at 570-825-1254. Well, today's the day. Candidates who wish to get on the April 28th primary election ballot have to file their petitions. That includes candidates running for President of the United States, U.S. Representatives, State Treasurers, State Representatives, and Attorney General. Congressman Dan Muser and Matt Cartwright already filed their petitions to run in the primary for the 8th and 9th congressional districts. Other Republicans who filed to run in the 8th district primary are James Bognett, Harry Haas, Michael Marsicano, and Earl Granville. Incumbent state representatives also filed. They include Tara Toohill, Karen Boback, Eddie Dapashinsky, and Gerald Mullery. Former State House Majority Leader Todd Eaches filed as a Democratic candidate for the 116th District. The Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce has plenty of upcoming events scheduled for the community to jump into before the end of February. Chamber President Mary Malone talked with us about some of the events in their upcoming lineup. This Thursday is the second in their legislative series of the Red Carpet Breakfasts. That'll be at Premier Catering and Genetti's Ballrooms with a 7:45 a.m. start, featuring Senator John Udicek as their featured speaker.
With the recent release of Governor Wolf's budget, he'll be speaking on that, as well as legislation that the senator is sponsoring related to the closure of Whitehaven Center and SCI Retreat. We're inviting all chamber members and the public to come out to the breakfast. You can register by calling the chamber at 570-455-1509 or go online at hazeltonchamber.org to sign up for the red carpet breakfast on February 20th.
Next up, the Chamber is inviting the community out to a mixer at Catholic Social Services Tuesday, February 25th from 5 to 7 p.m.
They'll be hosting the community to come in and see all the great things happening at Catholic Social Services. Again, February 25th from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Just call the Chamber office or register online. It's free to attend.
So, take notes and mark your calendars because February's not over just yet for the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce. For more information or to pre-register for these events, be sure to call their office at 570-455-1509 or visit hazeltonchamber.org. Coming up on Wyln News, Boy Scouts apply for bankruptcy. Details are coming up next. Plus, one NASCAR driver escaped a fiery crash with his life. But first, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. Yay, sunny tomorrow through Sunday. Just lovely until some rain shows up next week. I really hope Little Phil was right this year. We'll be right back.
You've seen university advertising. A student like me pitching you the same old ideas. But I'm not gonna do that.
Instead, I'm gonna tell you what you can do with a Penn State degree. You can help anyone. Go anywhere. Create! And with 20 campuses to choose from, you'll always feel at home.
Look, Penn State is amazing, but your best years are just beginning. Come find out for yourself.
It's okay that everybody ignores me when I drive. It's fine, because I get a safe driving bonus check every 6 months I'm accident-free. Because I don't use my cell phone when I'm driving, even though my family does and leaves me all alone. Here's something else. I don't share it with Mom. Right, Mom? I have a brand new putter you don't even know about. It's awesome.
Safe driving bonus checks only from Allstate. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Visit your local Allstate agent, the McNeilis Agency in Hazleton at 1092 North Church Street, or in Hometown the Hometown Village Square. The Falvello Law Firm, located at 641 Route 93 in Sugarloaf, offers help with car and truck accidents, wills, powers of attorney, and estates. With a small team of attorneys, they work directly with each and every client, serving all of northeastern Pennsylvania. They are proud to offer legal services that make a real difference to you. Call them at 570-788-4191. Have your event with Whitetail, graduation, birthday, bachelor, reunion parties? They have the most tranquil backyard experience with beautiful mountains in the background. If your company or business wants a different alternative to a golf outing, they have outings that can accommodate you. You can have the entire facility to yourself. They will work with you to set up your day of events. Sporting clay competitions, trap and wobble trap games, skeet. After a day of shooting, you'll return to a meal designed for you. Call Mike at 570-535-6123 for available group options.
The Boy Scouts of America, one of the nation's oldest youth organizations, filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in federal court earlier today. The filing stems from attorneys seeking settlements from sex abuse lawsuits. Thousands of men came forward about being molested as scouts and scout masters decades ago. Plaintiffs can sue because of recent changes in statute of limitations laws. The organization was founded in 1910 and has had over 100 million members since. The bankruptcy petition listed the organization's assets between $1 billion and $10 billion. The court deposition listed nearly 8,000 suspected abusers and over 12,000 victims of sexual abuse. Geisinger announced plans last week about making an $80 million investment in Luzerne County. Geisinger Wyoming Valley will be expanding the Frank M. and Dorothea Henry Cancer Center. The 4-story expansion will include an 18-bed inpatient unit for bone marrow transplant recipients and redesigned reception and lounge areas. The Luzerne County expansion project helps to ensure patients in the area can stay close to home while they receive the most advanced life-saving care. Construction is expected to begin this summer on the 92,000 square foot facility. One professional NASCAR driver is lucky to be alive following a devastating crash at the Daytona 500. Ryan Newman was leading the final lap of the race when his car spun and went airborne, flipping several times. Newman was removed from the fiery wreck and taken to a local hospital immediately. He was listed in serious condition, though his injuries were apparently non-life-threatening. Newman's car did, however, make it over the finish line on its roof and engulfed in flames. Denny Hamlin won his second straight Daytona 500, beating Ryan Blaney to the finish line. Just 4 days until the 42nd Annual American Cancer Society Telethon. That's Saturday, February 22nd from 11 to 11 at Premier Catering and Genetti's Ballrooms. This year's theme, 42, determined to find a cure through all we do. On the lineup, we've got live music and entertainment, Wyln personalities like myself, bake sales, tricky trays, a free health fair, and more. Phone banks will be open all day to call in and make a pledge. The public's encouraged to stop by and take part in this very important event, but if you can't be there in person, Wyln TV will be broadcasting it live, so be sure to tune in right here or our live stream online. Be on the lookout for updates on our Wyln News Facebook page as well. So mark your calendars to come out and show your support in the big fight against cancer. Coming up on Eastside Borough's News Choice, we talk headphones on this Trooper Talk Tuesday and Community and You, plus chili, soup, and basketball. Stay with us.
John's Family Restaurant in the Churchill Mall. Enjoy a full menu with all homemade food. From breakfast, soups, sandwiches, entrees, and desserts. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials. The food is great, the price is right. Open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Sunday, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m.
CARES is a local and family-owned agency dedicated to providing exceptional services for individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities throughout Pennsylvania. CARES specializes in day and residential services, respite, home and community, behavior supports, and chaperone vacations. At CARES, the participants are the VIPs. Now contracting life-sharing and respite providers, CARES, empowering individuals to maximize their opportunities and potential in their community.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Whitetail Preserve has an immediate opening for a chef. Please call 570-455-4251, extension 1378 for details. Attention, Wyln viewers. Wyln TV can now be seen on the Hazleton Service Electric Cablevision HD tier, channel 507, and over the air at 35.1. Wyln, we're your local network.
Welcome to Trooper Talk Tuesday, and with me is Trooper Anthony Petrosky from the Pennsylvania State Police. Earbuds?
Ugh.
People driving with earbuds and headphones.
Yes.
Really? Really?
Come on, people. It's illegal to drive a motor vehicle wearing headphones or earbuds in. It's very simple. If you have them in, you can't hear what's going on around you.
Yeah.
What if we're trying to get by, or a fire truck, or an EMT? What if they're trying to get by, they have their sirens on?
Well,
we have to be aware of the road.
Wait. No, Trooper, they're down so low I can hear.
Sorry.
No?
It does not work. You are allowed to have one in if you're using it as a hands-free calling. So if you have it hooked up to your phone, you can have one in and use it as hands-free dialing.
And this isn't just for cars. This goes for motorcycles?
Motor vehicles. A motor vehicle that's registered to be on The streets in the Commonwealth, you cannot do it. You cannot have them. You have to be aware of your surroundings. You have to be able to hear what's going on around you.
Now, you don't have anything to do with bicycles.
No bicycles, no.
But that's probably not a good idea either.
No, that's a safety issue. Again, that's a safety issue. You know, what if a car isn't paying attention, they're texting or whatever, and they come around the corner, they beep the horn at you because that's all they could do at that point. You know, again, we have to be aware of our surroundings. We really do. So we don't recommend it.
So what happens as a trooper? You're driving down and you are at a red light, and all of a sudden you look over and go, Do they get pulled over?
We could pull them over and write them a citation for that.
For money?
Yes.
What would that cost?
Over $100.
Just for wearing those silly earbuds?
Again, just wearing them might be very, very distracting to somebody. They're not hearing things, they're not getting out of the way. Maybe somebody's yelling to them for a reason, like, you know, hey, somebody's in the road ahead of you. Whatever the case may be. Listen, when you're driving a car, you have to focus on the road.
Have you ever seen anyone?
Yes, many times. Many times.
And are they surprised when you bring it to their attention?
Some people don't know about it. Some people don't know about that. That's not an excuse, and that will not hold up. But that's why we're talking about this now. We want people to be aware of it. It's not safe.
Now, earbuds, but have you ever seen headphones?
I have not seen headphones, but the earbuds, yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Even the wireless ones?
Yes, yeah.
That's...
And you know what? We look for that stuff. You know, we do our job for a reason. We want the roads to be safe. So we look for these things while we're out there on patrol.
So if you're involved in an accident, and whether it's your fault or not, and you come up to the car and they say, oh, wait a minute, got to take my earbuds out, is that tacked on to whatever else?
You can be cited for that. That's a kind of like, say we're doing a little bit of drinking and driving, and somebody hits you. You're not at fault for the crash, but can you still get a DUI? Yes. So that's the example I use.
Well, yeah. I think that's pretty good.
Clarifies it, right?
You tell them, Trooper.
Don't do it. Save yourself the time, the citation, and the money, and be safe.
Maybe just get a better stereo for the car
exactly.
instead of the earbuds.
That's all.
Next time we'll talk about some of the other things where you want to make sure you're paying attention on the roads with Trooper Petrosky here on Trooper Talk Tuesday on WYLN.
Your exciting new TV experience is here. Smarter, faster, easier to use. With live TV, recordings, video on demand, and streaming apps, all in a single place. When you're looking for something new, recommendations are tailored to you. Voice-powered, personalized results to find what you want faster. And the unlimited potential of smart home. The new experience from TiVo is here.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Tune in every Sunday night on WYLN from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. for hard-hitting, high-flying, non-stop action as only Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling High Voltage can bring you. That's Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling every Sunday night on WYLN. I'll see you in the ring.
WYLN has strong ties to the community and it's committed to important causes like the American Cancer Society and Helping Hands Society telethons. WYLN's commitment to Pennsylvania continues with the broadcast of Hazelton's Fun Fest Parade and the Christmas and St. Patrick's Day parades in Wilkes-Barre. In the summer, we broadcast the Weatherly and Giants Despair Hill Climb. And throughout the year, we provide important community services through the broadcast of town meetings, school board meetings, election night coverage, and other community events. WYLN, we're your local network.
Think that your chili recipe's got what it takes? Then you may want to register for the 8th annual Chili and Bolillo Cook-Off this upcoming Saturday in Tamaqua. The event benefits the Carbon and Tamaqua American Cancer Society. It's sponsored by American Hose Company No. 1 and the East End Fire Company. Registration is $20 and begins at 11 a.m. The tasting runs from 1 to 5 p.m. and costs $10. The cook-off takes place Saturday, February 22nd at the East End Fire Company at 553 East Broad Street. For pre-registration and information, contact Brian Connolly at 570-573-8640. Heritage Hills Senior Community is currently taking orders for their soup sale, benefiting the Alzheimer's Association. And what better way to warm up on a cold winter day than with a hot bowl of soup? Orders will be taken until Tuesday, March 3rd for quarts of some yummy chicken, noodle, or beef barley soups. Each quart, $8, and benefits the Alzheimer's Association Pennsylvania Charter. Pickup will be on Wednesday, March 11th from 2 to 5 p.m. at 800 6th Street in Weatherly. To place an order, call Rachel Tim at 570-427-4500. Our Wyln sports crew will be bringing both Penn State men's and women's basketball matchups to your screens back-to-back tonight. Starting at 6, we've got the women. Wilkes-Barre makes the trip here to take on Hazleton. Then, following right after at 8, both men's teams take to the court to square off. So be sure to tune in tonight as we bring you all the nonstop action right here and only here on Wyln TV. That's the news. Remember, you can get news updates on our Wyln News Facebook page. If you'd like to see an event promoted on our newscast, visit WYLNTV.com to submit a request form. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on Wyln TV.
Wyln TV 35 and the Hazleton unit of the American Cancer Society present the 42nd annual telethon. 42 determined to find a cure through all we do. The telethon will be held Saturday, February 22nd from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. at Premier Catering and Events at Genetti Ballrooms, 1345 North Church Street in Hazel Township. The telethon is made possible each year by these sponsors.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice, everyday low prices, plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
Have your event with Whitetail, graduation, birthday, bachelor, reunion parties? They have the most tranquil backyard experience with beautiful mountains in the background. If your company or business wants a different alternative to a golf outing, they have outings that can accommodate you. You can have the entire facility to yourself. They will work with you to set up your day of events. Sporting clay competitions, trap and wobble trap games, skeet. After a day of shooting, you'll return to a meal designed for you. Call Mike at 570-535-6123 for available group options.